I now have the pleasure of introducing the valedictorian of the Summit High School class of 2024, Tiffany Lam. Tiffany is the daughter of Christy Fan and Ann Lam. While at Summit High School, she participated in National Honor Society, Blitz Tutoring, class vice president of Student Council, editor of Key Club, vice president of UIL Academics, concert master of MISD Varsity Orchestra, and the founder and president of Formula Project, a women's empowerment club at Summit High School. This fall, she will attend the University of Texas in Austin and major in computer science, aiming to become a game developer. Tiffany graduates with a core grade point average of 109.03, the highest core GPA of any Mansfield ISD 2024 senior. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your class of 2024 valedictorian, Tiffany Lam.
If I had a nickel for every Summit graduation speech given by a short Vietnamese girl today, I'd have 3 nickels, which is not many, but it's weird it happened 3 times. Anyways, good morning, seniors, faculty, family, and friends. Thank you for joining us for this momentous occasion. I'd like to start off by recognizing the people who have tirelessly made this house a home these last 4 years. Thank you to our dedicated teachers and administrators who work so hard ensuring our success. The goal above all else is to learn, and I can say I've gained a tremendous amount of information over the years. You've carried me through derivatives and the Krebs cycle, and I've loved being a part of your world, teacher versus teacher drama included. As I stand before you today, I am reminded of the journey that has brought us here and all the lessons I've learned on the way to this milestone. I'd like to rewind to the very beginning, to those formative years in elementary. I fondly recall the rituals of our classrooms. I remember worshiping our classroom elf on the shelf like it was an immortal being. I remember my teacher doing cartwheels down the hallway when everyone had passed their CBA. But I also remember August 6th, 2016, the day that my grandpa suffered a stroke. I remember the frantic calls, blaring sirens, and tingling fingertips. During the car ride to the hospital, I recall distraught orders being shouted in my native tongue, a foreign language I had burrowed in the back of my mind. In the passenger seat, my grandpa kept telling my dad and me that he was fine despite his tremors and slurred speech. Fortunately, my grandpa is here today to celebrate with me. But as a bewildered 9-year-old, I found myself... Love you! But as a bewildered 9-year-old, I found myself thrust into a new world where uncertainty and fear were closer than they'd ever been before. When I wasn't distracting myself with YouTube videos, I spilled my feelings to my best friends who offered all the shoulders possible to cry on. I started to appreciate each and every moment I spent with the people closest to me. Now, although a nuisance for others, you can constantly catch me snapping pictures and hoarding memorabilia. There are some people I wish I had deleted sooner from my camera roll, and others I never got the chance to capture before they were gone. This didn't apply just to my primary school life. If anything, it applied the most in high school. Throughout my 4 years, I've learned one very crucial lesson. Choose your companions wisely. Choose the people who will hold you in their arms until you can't cry any longer. Choose the people who will support you not just during your beautiful success, but most importantly, at your lowest failure. Make sure they're the ones pushing you to be the best version of yourself that you can be, even when you doubt your limits, because they recognize your potential before you do. I know I've made the most amazing choice possible. The people behind me and this wonderful audience are the right people. And I am so proud of what we've accomplished. To every student in the class of 2024, congratulations on being here today. It's not as easy as you make it look. But of course, we can't forget to thank the people that got us here. Thank you to my friends who let me yap their ears off every day and for being the best support system through these long, difficult 4 years. If I've known you even longer than that, thanks for sticking around even during my weird phase that I strangely still haven't grown out of. Thank you to anyone from my past who has come back into my life to support me for this moment. And special thanks to anyone who has been my personal chauffeur this year. I owe a lot of people gas money. Thank you to anyone who read and edited this speech before I made a fool of myself here. Thank you to Uncle Ton and Go V for each giving Sweet Tyson half his DNA and giving me a job. I love nepotism. Seriously, thank you for being role models and showing that your success is only limited to where you define it. Thank you, Ông Noi, for cooking delicious feasts, and Benoit for altering every clothing garment I had after stress eating said delicious food. Thank you, Benoit, who, while on the phone with my grandpa after I got us into a car accident, did not ask about the car, did not ask my grandpa if he was okay, but said first, "Is Tiffany all right?" Thank you for loving me with your entire being, no matter what stupid decisions I have made. Thank you, Ông, who was the first person to encourage me to drive again after crashing his car, and has always been and is always my #1 supporter. He taught me algebra, painting, driving, and how to recover from failure and come back stronger because of it. Also, thank you for letting me have my phone every time I was grounded. Sorry, Mom and Dad. Thank you to my dad for buying me orange juice and Lindt chocolate every time I asked and complained about it. And for all the gifts you've ever gotten me, thank you for giving me the world when I least deserved it. Thank you to my mom for curling my hair before every special event. Thank you for reteaching yourself geometry so you could help me with my homework. Thank you for letting our house be the hangout house and for letting me and my friends wreck the living room on movie nights. Thank you for holding me in your arms when I cried about possibly losing my position as valedictorian. Thank you again for crying for me when I knew I got it back. I don't know how I'm going to survive without you. Last but not least, thank you to the class of 2024 for being the best class ever. I know many of us did. I know many of us didn't think we'd make it here, but you did it. We did it. Now I'm going to pass it off to Coach Mutt so we can get graduation started. Thank you and congrats, everyone.
Thank you, Tiffany.